Thank a goodness. Thank a goodness. Okay, good. All right, we're live on the YouTubes. Perfect. Okay, welcome everybody. So today we're going to be doing a follow-up from our kind of our three-part campaign where we're talking about breathing and how to know if it's working or not, and what ways you can enhance your breathing, like with big doodad here. But today we're going to talk about follow-up kind of consistency questions. How do you systematize breathing so it can be work for you? But before we do that, we're going to do the simultaneous squeeze. So we're going to do a big, deep Valsalva maneuver, and you know how it goes. So we're going to take a big, deep breath in, hold it, and then squeeze it, and then exhale. It's going to be the dopamine hit of the day, the thing that makes everything better. It starts now. So let's go. Everybody breathe in. And then sip at the top. Hold it. Squeeze it. And exhale. Whew, okay. Very good. Oh my gosh. Wow, I got a really big head rush. That's so funny. Okay, cool. A little stack in my lower voice. Huh. I need to like unplug my microphone or something like that. I don't know. I won't do that. Okay. Okay, so no worries. So all right, so today the topic is breathing for vagus nerve activation, how to know if it's working or not. And today we're talking about building systems of consistency. So let's talk about what that means. And I'm going to paint you a very cool picture, continuing what we talked about yesterday. So the way that I work with clients a lot is to help them understand or really help to kind of map their systems. And I'm a big fan of thinking in terms of systems over goals. So when we think of goal setting, goals typically entail saying, once I get to a certain point, then I'll be happy. For instance, once I lose 20 pounds, then I'll be happy. Once I have XYZ happen in my life, I'll be happy. That's goal setting. Now, goals only work they only work as long as you continue to set new and updated goals. But every day that you don't have a goal met, your brain has a little bit of a deficit going on. So if you say, oh, okay, I'm going to lose 20 pounds, and you're on day 1, you're like, well, have I lost 20 pounds? Nope. And your brain goes, well, that sucks. But okay, I've got some willpower, so I guess I'll continue doing it. Or doing it meaning going on a diet or exercising or whatever it is. So that's what goal type of, that's kind of the mindset of goals, is that you have to continuously suffer for the entire time until you get there. And then once you get there, your brain goes, okay, well, now what? I guess we got our goal. Now what do we do? And then the only natural thing is, well, I guess I have to set a new goal. So at the end of setting up your brain to be in this state of disappointment all the time, is that the only reward you get for fulfilling a goal is that the goal no longer motivates you, and you have to just set another one. Wow, what a way to torture yourself pretty much endlessly. So I don't propose, or I'm not a proponent of goal-based thinking in any way, shape, or form. I'm not a goal-oriented person. I hate goal setting. I think it's pretty dumb. Instead, I like to have people think, and I like to think in terms of systems. So for instance, this morning when I woke up, I went into my kitchen, I made some healthy food, and then I went to my computer and I clicked celebrate on a system on my computer that said, eat healthy food. And that was it. What does eating healthy food mean, though? Eating healthy food is based on how much knowledge I personally have about what that means. For me, eating healthy food means, not eating sugary cereal, not drinking soda pop, It certainly means things I shouldn't have, but it also means things that I should have. And it was simple enough. As soon as that spoon hit my mouth with my healthy food, I was like, ding, I did my system today. So systems-based approaches enable you to be in a good state every single day. As long as you do a little something from that system, you're good. That's the power of systems thinking. And now today you might be like, well, Sterling, how much stuff did you actually accomplish today? I accomplished quite a bit, actually. I can't even go into all the details of what I did today, but I did a lot. I was very effective, and I have 0 goals with any of it, okay? So one of the things I did was I went to the sauna today. I made time to go to the sauna and do some exercise. So that's a system. That's a system of working on my body, gaining resilience, getting stronger. Lots of stuff that I do is a system type of approach. So yeah. Anyway, as far as breathing is concerned, we know for a fact that breathing is really important. We know that. We talked about that yesterday. We know that your diaphragm is really important to keep healthy. So how do we build a system around breathing? Because I think it's important enough to have that on your, have that in your life. Have some system that pops up 2-3 times per week. That's a recurrent system that you go, yeah, I could definitely see myself doing a little bit of breathing at least once a week. And if you got one of the devices that we mentioned yesterday, one of the $26 ones, all that could mean is you could keep this in your car, and every time you're driving, you could do while you're driving your car. Or you could keep it near your bicycle, or you could keep it outside where your gym equipment is, and use it. That's how I always use this when I was going to the gym regularly. I actually built a gym in my own house now, so I don't have to go to the gym. But before that, I would bring this to the gym in its case. I would clean it every day and go on the Peloton at the gym and do this while pedaling on the bicycle. So literally this became something I just slotted in on building my physical strength and resilience. That's the name of a system. I'll type that in the chat right now. So how do I do that? It's called, I write it like this: S, build my physical strength and resilience. Just like that. Boom. So that's the name of a system that I have showing up on my calendar 3 to 4 times per week. 3 times during the weekday and once on Saturday. So it's I'd show up for it about 3 to 4 times per week. If I'm traveling on a Saturday, I typically don't go to the gym. But that's how I name it. So build my physical strength and resilience includes, and is not limited to, lifting weights, using the diaphragmatic breathing, because again, this is strengthening your lungs, your diaphragm. Your diaphragm is what we're strengthening. That's a muscle. So it's really the same as lifting weights or doing anything like that. So what you'll want to do is in your calendar is create a block that says, create a new event that says S stands for system. I'm just going to write that in there. Yeah. S stands for system. So anytime you write that means it's a system. And then you also want to put into the note, add in the notes, you want to put a P for purpose. It's important to strengthen the muscles in my body because ... reasons. Okay. So in the notes of that event, you want to write, it's important to strengthen the muscles in my body because and then you write out your reasons for why you do that. So it's important to write a purpose statement for every system. Then you write the tasks, and then you write like diaphragm, breathing practice, recumbent bicycle, lifting weights, running, etc. So yeah, you have subtasks inside of a system and you write them all there. So you can do a lot of them together. You can do them independently of each other. But as long as you're increasing your physical strength and resilience, if you're building your physical strength and resilience, that could be breathing, that could be lots of things, okay? So generally speaking, when you have this on your calendar, you want to make this a repeating and recurring task that shows up again and again and again. And every time you do it, you can complete it or celebrate it, basically. That's kind of the idea here. And when you do this, it creates this momentum. That means that, let's say today is a busy day and you don't have that much time, but you have at least enough time to still build your physical strength and resilience. That means, could you maybe do some push-ups? Could you do some crunches? Could you do some breathing, like, and then call it a day and be done with that system? Yes, you would have completed the system. And I know you may think, well, that's non-committal because you'll never get strong if you just breathe like that. The point is not to look at your life in these one-off situations. Your life is the culmination of every day that you're alive. And your life right now is the culmination of all days leading up to today, meaning there are thousands of days that have led to today. If you had been if you had been not so good at lifting a muscle every day for 1,000 days, and if you'd been really just half-assing it, you would be a lot stronger than the person who every time they went to the gym, they said, I have to do 3 hours of lifting every single day or else I'm a failure. You'd be a very unbalanced person. You probably actually wouldn't be that strong at all because most people would give up at that level. Most people faced with perfection tend to give up and they burn out. They get really fed up with it very quickly. So we don't want you to be in that kind of situation at all. So in terms of keeping it consistent, this same framework is what I want you to apply and use across the board. There are so many systems in your life that if you could start identifying them, you would be in a really, really good shape. You'd be in really, really good shape. You'd be in really good physical health, mental health, emotional health, wellness. You'd have better, stronger relationships. Everything would really come together for you if you were to start systematizing your life, taking account of what you do already and saying, what is the system that I'm doing in this situation to get me the results that I'm getting right now? And if you have any goals to remove them, ignore them, get rid of them, drop the goal thinking. It's not helping you. There is no goal to strengthen your lungs. There's not. What would that be? Is it important? Absolutely. Is having a strong neck important? Yes. Is having a vagus nerve that's healthy important? Yes. But there's no goal that anyone could say for these things. So if you're a goal-based thinker, then you look at strengthening my diaphragm, what goal could I accomplish out of that? I don't see any reason to do it because there's not really a goal. And that's not the point. The science shows, if we're going to use the science thing, but good health typically entails having a strong diaphragm and being able to breathe. So naturally, you should strengthen it. That's what it is. Systems are a method of shoulds and need to do. That's it. So awesome. All right, guys. Well, I wanted to keep today short. It is hot as a mother effer in here. It is so hot. I need to get outside or I need to jump in the ocean. This sucks. So I don't want to be on video anymore. It's just way too hot. And our house does not have, maybe it does have air conditioning. I have no idea. We just moved in here. So anyway, well, I'm going to run, you guys. Thanks so much for joining. This will be a short one. Thanks on YouTube.